do that. We have grown the portfolio, our loan portfolio today. Because of digitizing, we are at 1.2 trillion total loan portfolio with the total assets of 1.5 trillion. Now, the figures, the volumes are not important. What is important, out of this system, we have maintained a quality loan portfolio of 0.5 PAR 1 day. How do we do this? Of course, we are an institutional circle. We recover from source. We manage the data very well. And we have also gone ahead to put interventions. Of course, there are challenges in these payments of loans. There is death. It even affects Wazalendo Circle. But we also have what we call a wall. People serve and get tired and they run away. They run away with our loans. When you run away from the army and you have a Wazalendo loan automatically, that is a gap and it affects our delinquency. But we went ahead to develop what we call an in-house insurance, what we call a loan protection fund. Before, we were giving this money to an insurance company. And when it would come to claim, they would say, but you gave us 100 million and you are now claiming 110. If you have given us 100, don't claim more than 50 millions. So we said, no, but we can do this ourselves. And we have accumulated that fund as big as 27 billions, waiting for any kind of eventuality. What is important in it, we have also digitized it. We disburse, a charge automatically goes on to that account. We have also been able to acquire knowledge out of this digitization, which we have been able to transfer in-house. And we have gone on reducing on the partnerships. Next year, we are planning to pull out of the Postbank partnership because we think now we are able to do it ourselves. And I think we shall be able to do it ourselves. We want to produce our own ATM cards. We are looking at owning our own switch. And we are also saying maybe instead of Wazalendo Circle being a partner with Postbank, now it should be Wazalendo and then other small circles partnering with Wazalendo Circle. So we want to bring the concept of Wazalendo Circle with Postbank to Wazalendo Circle as the main core with other circles for us to see how do we support our sister circles. And it becomes an issue. You must have heard of a term called Sisi kwa Sisi. Have you ever heard about that term in the military? If you're on the road and you're not driving well and you meet a traffic man and he's trying to stop you, you tell him Sisi kwa Sisi, he will let you go. The others will be arrested for you. You will pass. It is a password. Sisi kwa Sisi. We, like we, then you pass. So we want to bring the same concept in the circle business. Sisi kwa Sisi. Circles with the circles. I'm sorry to speak this when he did DTBs just next to me. But that's where we want to go. Because when you rank Wazalendo Circle today with the banks in the country, I don't think we are below the 4th position. We are around there with the total assets of 1.5 trillion shillings. What else have we done with the digitizing? We have also been able to grow the deposits. The deposits have grown to around 650 billions. That's what we have. Shares have also grown to around 380 billions. And we also do borrowing. We borrow, not so much, but we do borrow to support our cash flows. And we have also been able to maintain. When you digitize, you do partnerships, you do strategic planning, then you do knowledge transfer, then you need to maintain, review, and then refine. And today we are saying the special big core banking we have been talking about, we need a new one. So we are looking at acquiring a new core banking that will take us beyond what we are doing today. And by end of 2026, we'll be having a new core banking because we are in final stages. We want a robust core banking that will integrate all the channels we are having. We have channels like, apart from mobile banking, we have channels like a call center, which is in place. The security operating center I've talked about is also automated in there for security purposes. We are looking at agency banking. We are studying it, though of late indications are a wallet payment is better than agency banking. We are into those. Maybe soon Wazalendo Sacco will come up with one of that nature. And we have also improved operation efficiency. It takes 1 day to get a big loan as big as 500 million shillings. Our maximum loan is 500 million shillings. That's the maximum. 1 day, morning and by evening, you have that loan with you. And when it comes to the phone, now that will be a minute for you to be able to access that loan. We have also been able to reduce the charges on our loans. We charge between 12 to 13% per annum on loans. And we make sure out of the 12-13% interest rate on loans, we give a good return to members of 6% on deposits per annum. That's what we pay back. It is not small. And for fixed savings that are non-withdrawable is 7%. I don't think there is any institution that can offer that. But how did we manage to get there? Digitizing, improving efficiency, cutting down costs. We are able to get to that level. Low charges on loans and high returns in terms of members' deposits. And I think, Mr. Moderator, that's what I had to share with the members. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Yes, thank you, William. I'm sure everybody is, so far, after listening to the two panelists, you can agree with me that it is a time well spent so far. That means that next time when you hear this kind of call to come and get knowledge, please, we need to come in big numbers and get that knowledge. You've heard, when you sit here and you are, who is prevailing over and a 1.5 trillion asset book, you know what it means. You look at yourself and you're like, how many decades is it going to take me to reach there? But I want to tell you that if you do the right things at the right time and craft the right solutions and put the right people in the right spaces and do capacity building, it will not take you ages. Wazalendo Sacco has done a lot of innovations. Financial systems, Equinox, they are evolving. Every time they are not satisfied, they are looking at the capacity of what they have vis-a-vis the rate at which they are growing, and then they move to the next stage. So innovation is key to our cooperative movement. And I have no doubt that we'll reach there. We will. Okay? Let's have the right people. Getting the right people is supported by capacity building. You get the people, you build capacity. It's important. When they get the right people, you build capacity, the people are going to do the right thing. That means we will be fitting the right peg in the right size of the hole. So it's very, very, very important to know that. But again, as you do this, you have to remember that there could be a difference between institutional-based circles and these ordinary member-based circles. Because, believe you me, that an institutional-based circle like Wazalendo, Exodus, and those others hinge on the support of the prevailing policies, guidelines, working platform of the mother institution. So it helps in terms of putting together people and enforcing. But that doesn't mean that if we are not institutional based like ABLE, that we are going to say and say, now let's leave it to Wazalendo because they are institutional based. They have got a backing of the UPDF Act and all those things and those amendments which compel everybody in that space to be a member. So let's not do that. Let's go and mobilize the people. Let's innovate, because those people are going to come to you, not because you are talking a lot, because of the service you are giving them, because of the solutions you are giving them. People buy into experience, what experience they get from you. Perhaps that's what makes a difference in terms of even us in financial institutions. Now, if I'm to speak as a financial institution, if you don't get it right, people are not going to come. Even if you sing a lot, come. So, do the right thing. I want to tell you that the bankable Ugandans are a small percentage that has been captured. There are a lot more people out there who are not banked. And if you want to know that, as you do your benchmarks, just near here, Kenya, you will see what it means. So, let us resolve on the issues we've had to make sure that we craft the right way to move forward. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to now get to yet another panelist to share with us his experience. I would like to call upon Mr. Joseph Mugume Kazoba to share with us on how cooperatives hold powerful and unique potential to drive financing the future. You know, when you're financing, you're looking at the future, to drive that financing the future. And he's going to draw this from the experience and the successes we've seen at ABLE. Personally, I have visited all these institutions in the country because what I heard in Centenary Bank, these circles are part of what I'm supposed to be checking out. Yeah. So, Brother Joseph Mugume Kazoba, please share with us on the question that has been posed to you. Thank you very much. Use this one.
Thank you so much, moderator. And I want to also thank my fellow panelists for their submission. As you have and I want to start from where Mr. Williams stopped, ended. And the theme of today being, of course, future financing through financial inclusion and growth of cooperatives. I want to say that indeed the future of banking is actually in financial cooperatives. if you look around, even in our country here, where circles banking will be in cooperatives. In the morning, I was sharing with my colleague here. They're also changing their to be a local-based bank. So you see, with cooperatives, there's a powerful and unique potential to drive sustainable growth, not only here in Uganda, but actually in the whole of Africa. Why? Reason is that these cooperatives, because of their emphasis on ownership, democratic control, and the member-focused benefits, that's why they are driving good development. And that one, I'm very confident, and I say it with a lot of authority, the future of banking, that's where it's heading. You know what is happening in Kenya? Actually, in banking industry is being taken up by financial cooperatives. So it is likely also to happen here and actually the rest of Africa. So when this topic came, I also looked at financial inclusion and of course the financial systems looking at financial inclusion. So cooperatives are mostly driven by social benefits, not profits, like these other commercial banks you have heard of. That's what drives us. And we're looking at the key social inclusion systems. One, financial inclusion for women. I see a few women here, but I think the organizers next time make sure this hall is actually full and mostly women and youth, because that is the first category of people that are marginalized and actually who benefit much from the cooperatives. Two, we are talking about inclusive insurance. This is another area where these commercial banks can never go. Remember, there are social risks, and these commercial banks have actually a little appetite for these social risks. But the cooperatives, this is actually where we go. When I talk of social risks, I'm talking about credit risk, but also crop insurance risks. So which commercial bank has gone there? We're able to cover through medical, hospital cash, insurance, bundled product, which goes with a loan. So in case you as a beneficiary get a challenge, fall sick, you can go for any medication anywhere, and that cost will be covered. And if it is unfortunate and somebody passes on, we come and condole with the family. This is what I talk about ownership. Our business model is unique and actually resonates so much with the people. I'm talking now to cooperatives. Then also, there's the climate and green finance. This is a new area which affects us all. But you'll never hear any commercial bank talking about this. But down there, generally all cooperatives, you know, the climate change we are facing, drought, these sporadic rainfalls that come, you hear floods, Mbare, also Kasese. These are, of course, majorly contributed by what we do. But cooperatives, this is what we also embed in our mission, to make sure we actually create awareness and see how we preserve the environment. Am I communicating? Yeah, another area is, of course, digital finance. This is another area, if you actually want to be in business, whether small or big, you have to actually transform digitally. Because it's technology that is driving business these days. You can never now depend on a branch network, physical, without using technology. So really, as cooperatives, we are driving digital transformation across. I'll not talk so much on this. My colleague from Wazalendo mentioned about it. But also, so importantly, ladies and gentlemen, there's impact funding. These loans that we give you, we call them impact funding. Why? Because they are long-term kind of funding, but also come at affordable interest rates without other hidden charges. Because we, financial cooperative, we care about social performance. What outcome, the impact that we are creating towards the community. It's not about profitability. These other commercial banks, they will actually come with cosmetic products, tell you this and this, but at the end of the day, for them, they are about to reaping their profits and then go away. But ours is impact funding. Patient capital. We give loans that are patient capital to clients so that we grow with you. Where you get challenges, we are together. This is the future of finance and banking, where it's going. And this is what we are doing at ABLE. There also, among the financial inclusion, we look at biodiversity. This world we are living in, if for you say, I will do business and stop there, and then go home and sleep, without thinking about diversity, that ecosystem is very, very key. How you live with other features, creatures, that ecosystem actually helps us to survive. And also, sustain this planet. I'll just quote one quotation from Mahatma Gandhi of India. He said that this world we are living in, we did not actually inherit it from our forefathers, but we borrowed it from our children and grandchildren. And therefore, we must return it back to them, but with the profit. So if you are there just looking at profitability, but you are not minding about the planet, what kind of business are you in? So this is what we look at as financial cooperatives. We dig so much, but I just wanted to bring that one to your attention. And on that note, I also want to let you know that what the moderator has not mentioned, ABLE is a community-based circle, and the first of its kind to be regulated and licensed by the central bank. Clap for that. So this is something that we did boldly, took that step, and being regulated what it means. Going through that fit and proper test. And the due diligence they carry out, and you get license number 1. That's the confidence and trust that we have, and what we are doing down, the trickle down effect. That ABLE, and really, we don't compare ourselves being the first or big, but what are we doing on ground? Who are benefiting from our services? And these community circles, by the way, they come from self-help spirit. There's no any support. And we have reached here. So I'm not comparing myself with Wazalendo. They are in another category.